Hi guys, I'm going to review the book called Echoes of Diamond. It's one of my favorite books of all time. You should find it and read it. It's written by Russell Connor. Um, Russell once went on a trip along River Tigris, which is present-day Iraq, using a guide he hired in Baghdad who will take him to the Persian Gulf. These river guys were very talkative. They were like babbers. They like to talk. But the story this one told, Cornwall insists, it's been verified. There was a man called Al-Hafid who lived in the banks of river in Indus, who had a nice farm with orchards and gardens, excess cash, a beautiful wife and children. He was wealthy because he was content, and he was content because he was wealthy. Then an old priest once visited him one night and related to him how the world was made, including the formation of the rocks and the earth and precious metals and stone. He told the farmer that if he had diamonds, only a few diamonds, he could not just have one farm but many. The farmer listened intently. He wasn't that happy with what he had anymore. So he sold up his farm and went traveling in search of diamonds across Persia, Palestine, and into Europe. A couple of years later, the money he had was all gone. He was wandering in rags and feeling suicidal when a large wave came from the sea. He was probably walking along the cliff and he just dived under and committed suicide. He died. The man who had bought the farmer's land was another story. Had another story. One day he was watering his animals in the stream that ran through the property when he noticed a glint in the watery sands. It was a diamond. In fact, it was one of the richest diamond finds in history. The mines of Golconda will yield not just one or two, but acres of diamonds, which made him a very wealthy man. In this tiny book, which is actually a transcript of a huge popular lecture that he gave, Connor relates similar true life stories about folly of going off to find your fortune when it's all along in your backyard or just staring you in the face. He suggests that most people are pygmies of their own possible selves because they're not willing to accept, or it did not occur to them that they have great untapped powers or acres of diamonds. Families do not credit their own folks with the ability they attribute to other people. Towns and cities are cursed because their own people talk them down, he says. Cornwall's message is that we shouldn't fall for the trap of thinking that all the people and all the great businesses are somewhere else. Consider what Henry Ford did, designing and building his own car in his own farm and build a Ford production line factories in the same area where he had grown. There was nothing special about Dearborn, Michigan. He made it special even without leaving his own backyard. Warren Buffett, the great investor, decided against moving his family to Wall Street. He stayed right in Omaha and made his millions there. Cornwall's other theme is that great service is basic to prosperity. It tells of a financier, John Jacob, who had suddenly gone into partnership in a millinery store because the owner could not keep up the mortgage payments. What did he do to get the business back on his feet? He will go to the park and quietly sit down and watch the women pass by, strolling along, particularly the most elite, confident, elegant ones. He took great note of the hats that they were wearing. Back in the store, he had these hats copied exactly and made. The result was that the store had never made so much money. They never made a hat or a bonnet that people didn't like anymore. Their sales boomed. Left behind was the idea that we make hats and try to sell them to be replaced by what women want, will sell. From such basic service erupts great success. In this case, a store that even in the 19th century made $17 million. You could think you've already considered it, but ask again, what do people want? The problem is most people, Connor says, is that their wealth is too near. You need to develop an open mind to spot the obvious. This will never happen if you are continually speeding off to the next opportunity or a shiny object, looking for greener pastures. Genuine service is simple, but it may only occur to you what it is when your mind is being quietened. Without finding some quiet time to yourself, when you're on autopilot or when you're on fight and flight mode, you will not be able to see the wood or the trees or success. Leave time for meditation and contemplation, and answers will come. Another way to start is by thinking about what you need. Chances are, if you need something, others will need it too. The women who invented the snap button, first used in gloves, made the fortune that way. Cornwall emphasizes that it is the open-mindedness to little things that brings human success. The greatest mind think in simple terms, and the greatest people, Cornwall says, are always straightforward. You can't succeed if you have no interest in people and their needs. In Cornwall's words, you must make yourself necessary to the world. What all great people have in common is that they make themselves a medium for good. You make the best goods and provide them to the largest numbers. Final words. There's no need to look beyond yourself or your immediate circumstances to find seeds of great fortune. Success is the key. Service is the key to success. Don't just sell things. Find out what people really want. This requires greater than normal thought and observation. If you need any help with this, sometimes it's hard to read the glass label from inside the glass, and somebody from outside can help you. That's why there are mentors and coaches that help people do that. So go get the book, read it, or if you can't, or if you want more help, I'm going to leave a link under this video. We have a software that can help you pinpoint opportunity areas in your business and help you to find acres of diamond right in your business. And all I want for you is to be successful, and it's all for free. All I want for you is to be successful. So this is one of my favorite books, and I hope the review has helped you to go and find it and read it. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Carolyne Jones. I'm a business growth mentor. We help businesses find their acres of diamonds right inside their business. Thank you very much and have a lovely day.